All right, so today we are going to take off out here to Hillsboro, Ohio, and check out a couple of spots that we have set some machines out. These machines have been here for about a month, so it should be a pretty interesting collection. You guys want to do this with me? We can do this, but we can only do this together. Oh yeah, teamwork, baby. Let's go. So we got us a little bit of a drive to get out here. This is actually one of my furthest locations to go to. That's why I haven't checked it in almost a month. Not quite a month. I think we're probably about 4, maybe 5 days from being at a full month. But I got to thinking while I was driving out here, you know, putting different stuff, new options going into the machines and stuff. I know what my current 2 best sellers are here in my area in Southern Ohio, which is for gumballs, that's going to be the cotton candy mix of gumballs. And then for the toys, my best selling product so far, now granted we're leaving summer and going into winter, and I've been told it's going to change, but as of right now, my #1 best selling toy has been Croc Charms. Yeah, Croc Charms. I don't even buy them from the distributors, the wholesale distributors. I buy them off of Amazon and then capsule them myself and get a pretty decent price on them. One thing that I'm about to try, I already have them ordered, they should be here in the next day or so, is the little 1-inch baby Jesuses. I'm sure you guys have seen the videos of them floating around where people are just leaving them in random spots. But I bought 200 of them. I'm going to put them in some 1-inch capsules, maybe even 2-inch capsules, and see how those do over the winter time. And then I've been told that the little 1.5-inch to 2-inch troll dolls do well too. Unfortunately, I have not been able to find them at a good enough price to be able to get those yet. So if anybody watching the video has any idea on where to grab those 1.5-inch troll dolls, for a reasonable price, obviously. I mean, I can find them on Amazon for $1 a piece. I need them to be more like 25, 35 cents a piece. If you know a place like that, any wholesalers or anybody that's selling them at a price where we can put them in a capsule machine and sell them, please leave me a link down in the comments. And then, yeah, I'm going to get back to this driving. I got a little bit of it to do, so hang tight. All right, here we are. First stop in this little town. Let's check it out, see how we did.
Yeah, it is. Well, it's like Bill's, okay, Bill, whatever. I have a set of they're all and then something I get really greedy with beer. Also, so whatever the bills are, I never doesn't fluctuate. I don't know. 200. Ours was like 5 a couple of times over there. No, you see, we have it's all the Georgetown Ohio stories.
All right, well, that is that. Yeah, we'll run out here and grab another bag of Croc Charms for that machine because it'll be another month before I'm back out here. So I want to make sure that those are topped off as good as they can be. And unfortunately, I didn't bring any blow pops with me, so that one's not going to get topped off, but that's okay. It'll be all right. Here, we'll take this little sack of Croc Charms in there.
Yes, I will check.
Make more money. Now, I don't know how much is in there right off the top of my head, but if I had to guess, I'd say there's probably 30, maybe 35, might be pushing 40 bucks. I don't know. So the next spot that I'm going to is called the Patriot House. Very nice place, higher end restaurant. When I set this machine out, I messed up and I put a machine out that had 2 different flavors of gumballs in it. Based on what the take is, you know, I'm going to open them up and see what they look like. But if I'm not happy with what I see in the coin box, I'm going to switch one of the gumballs out for a Croc Charm. So, like I said, it's just going to have to see what it looks like when I get up here. And if both the gumballs did well, then, you know, might not mess with it. But I'm pretty certain that I want to have a gumball and a toy in every location. But we'll see. We'll just have to see what the machine did when I get up here. It's just right up the road. This will only take a minute. All right. Here we are, guys. The Patriot House. This is a nice place. I'm actually looking forward to coming here and getting a bite to eat one day in the very near future. Bring the wife up. Today's special, Sloppy Joe. Yeah. All right, there they are. Let's go ahead and clean them up. Don't look like they've seen a lot of action this month, but a little bit. There's a free quarter. I'll take it. All right, let's open her up. Oh, did I leave my keys in the car? I did. I left my keys in the car. That's brilliant. Stroke of brilliance. Because you can get so much accomplished without these. Ugh. It sucks because these control my life. What do we got in here? Not as good as the last spot for sure. Like I said, not as good as my last spot, and I think I am going to opt and swap one of these machines out. So let's get this money back to the car in the backpack, and I'll get another head switched around, and we'll take this. I think I'm gonna go ahead and take this one out of here. All right, let's go grab that other head. All right, there we go. Load it up. Get this bad boy closed up, and we'll be able to call it a day right here. All right. Make money. I've not had any success trying to move those green apple gumballs. I've had them in a number of locations now. They just really don't seem to do very good. But you would think anything that I put in a place this nice would do well regardless of what it was. But that is not the case. You know, I'll show you the bucket here in a second when we get to the car. I mean, there's money there. I ain't gonna complain. You know, not a bad pull, not a great one either when you consider the amount of time that this has sat here. You know, I was under the impression that if I let these machines sit and not get too antsy with them, that, you know, they would perform and I'd be happy with the turnout. And don't get me wrong, I am. But that tells me people don't want those green apple ones. They just don't want them. So that leaves me in a coinkerdinker because I've got a whole case of them that need to be dealt with. So let's get an estimate on what we think's in the bucket. I'm gonna probably say $11 be my guess. That would be my guess, about 11 bucks, maybe 12. Hell, there might not even be 10 there. I don't know. What I do know is that you get what you get and you don't throw a fit. Now, I did just play my ace at this place too. So like I said before, croc charms have been doing really good for me. I've been told that going into winter, that'll slow down. Maybe, I don't know. We'll find out, but we'll find out together. All right, guys, I'm gonna get headed back to my side of town. Like I said, it's a little bit of a drive to get out here. I wish I could pick up a couple more locations out here to justify the trip, but again, it is what it is. You get what you get and you make do with it. So, you know, as I keep coming out here, hopefully, fingers crossed, that I can add at least 1 or 2 more locations to this route out here to justify the trip. But you know, as long as Giovanni's keeps doing good numbers out there, you know, it's not a big issue. You know, I don't know what those numbers were. I'm gonna take a guess that it was about 40 bucks. Was definitely hoping for more, but like I said, man, it is what it is. It's gumballs. It's gumballs and it's croc charms. So what do you expect? It's about the totality, guys. I've been saying this since I started this adventure. It's not going to get, I'm not going to get wealthy off of what any one machine or any one location does. It's going to totally be about the totality of everything. And that's all I've got to say about that. Be sure to live your lives to the fullest. Anything less is an injustice to yourself and every single person around you. I'm Paul Riley. This is Try Harder, Fail Forward.